Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Well, in today's video, I'm going to share something very, very special with you. It's this floppy piece of silicone. Guys, I picked up this piece of kit from Hobby Lobby just the other day. It is pretty neat, so stay tuned. I'll show you exactly what it is and what we can use it for. Okay, here it is. It's just a parts mat, but this thing is so cool. I just felt the need to share it with you guys on my channel. I was perusing the model section of Hobby Lobby the other day, and I saw this hanging up there. It was only $9.99, and I looked at the picture of it, and I said, "Wow, that looks like something I might be able to use." So I grabbed it, and it is actually really neat. On the bottom here, you have a ruler. You have both your standard and metric measurements here, and over here you have this little grid that goes from 1 to 124. So if you had 124 little itty bitty pieces that you wanted to work on in order, you could put them in there. There's a nice rim around the main work surface here just to keep parts from rolling away. I mean, this thing is really cool. You got parts tray, parts tray, parts tray, parts tray, magnets. Check this out. You got magnets here, magnets up here, and this best part here, you got magnets for your tools right up in here. That's pretty neat. That way they don't just go rolling around. And if that doesn't work, you could stick them in there to hold something special that maybe it's not magnetic, but you don't want to lose. I thought that was really neat. And on this side, we had little itty bitty parts boxes. Now, granted, this is all silicone, which is awesome because glue does not like to stick to silicone, which we all know. Neither does paint. So it should stay clean for quite a long time. I do like that. It also allows things to not stick to it, like I just mentioned, but things don't want to slide around as much on silicone. With that being said, these parts bins, I mean, do they work? Yeah, but you're not going to pick this thing up and move it around because it's just going to pop open. But it's still pretty neat to have. If you have something in there that's going to be not used for a while, you know, keep it from getting dusty or whatever, you can put them in there and close the lids, and there you go. This is one way I'm going to use this little piece of kit, this little silicone mat. This is when I'm building my models. I don't know how you folks do your models, but how I do it is when I open up the instruction booklet and I get step 1, let's say, and it has 5 different parts and pieces, I'll cut them all out. Now I have a place I can put all these little parts and pieces for that step and they won't get lost. I think that's pretty awesome. I don't know about you folks, but I have knocked things like this on the floor before, and you know, sometimes you find them and sometimes you don't, which just sucks. But now I have less of a chance of losing those parts. And again, with all these little magnetic pieces, like these are the axles for the wheels and tires, there's a magnet there. It holds them in place so they don't go anywhere. That is so awesome. And I've got some tools here, my little tweezers, just stuck in there so they don't fall or roll around or get in the way. Screwdrivers, whatever you need to use to make your model, if it fits in there, that's awesome. It'll work. And again, like I said, the parts bins, like there, I threw the taillights in. I'm not going to get to them right away. Maybe they were loose in the box. Now they're in here. They are safe. They're not going to go anywhere. And like I had mentioned, as long as you don't pick this up and flip it around, that's going to stay close. That's pretty cool. And again, being that this is silicone, as I had mentioned, no glue is going to stick to it. Well, not much anyways. Paint's not going to stick to it very well. So it should make a nice clean work surface for you guys, at least to hold your parts while you're working on your kit. Now let me show you another reason why I'm very happy I bought this from Hobby Lobby. Here's another hobby I think this little work mat would be absolutely perfect for, and that is model railroading. I mean, check it out, folks. I've got HO scale on this side. I have my N scale on this side, especially for the N scale. Look at how small some of these parts and pieces are. These are little 55-gallon drums here for an N scale, and a little itty bitty pallet jack and a pallet and N scale and little people. And you start, you know, I custom build my own pieces of rolling stock. When you start putting these parts and pieces together, you need places to put these things so they don't roll away. Because this stuff, folks, rolls super easy, as you can see. Again, HO scale, 55-gallon drums, just to give you an idea. Or when you are building your little structure kits, you have a nice place to put your parts and pieces so they don't get lost. I think that model railroading and this little mat go together hand in hand, or like PB&J. The final hobby, for me at least, I think that this mat's going to come in super handy for is for my slot cars. You know, this is the 1/32 scale Carrera digital slot cars. And I like to take these apart when I get them. That way I can oil them and true them up and make sure that they are running straight and true. Make sure the wheels are spinning good, and for general cleaning maintenance once in a while. So again, this is great because you see I put all the screws right there. I'm not going to lose them. I can take this thing apart. I can take all these little pieces and parts out if I need to, have all these little spots to put them in. But another one is the HO scale slot cars. I'm really into these Auto World kit or pit kits. They're called deluxe pit kits. Pick these up again at Hobby Lobby, and both of these are pit kits. This is one that I have just started on. This is one that I have finished. And as you can see in this little blister pack here, there are so many small springs and parts and pieces. And I'm gonna tell you what, before I bought this mat, I have dropped these on the floor and I have spent literally hours looking for these little itty bitty parts and pieces. So this mat is gonna be fantastic for things like this. Again, these are the hobbies that I'm into. I'm sure there are 1,000 other good reasons to own one of these mats, to use them for your hobby. I just wanted to showcase what I'm going to be using it for, and I'm really excited. I found something super duper cheap that's going to be so stinking useful. It's pretty awesome. So, what do you think about this little work mat that I picked up at Hobby Lobby? I think this thing is freaking awesome. For $9.99. You can't beat it. It's going to be coming so handy with doing my hobbies. I'm absolutely happy and stoked that I bought this thing. Just so you know, I am not affiliated with Hobby Lobby in any way, shape, or form. I just happened to be in there the other day. I saw this. I bought it with my own money. I think it's awesome, as I mentioned 5,000 times already. If you want to get one of these, go grab one at your local Hobby Lobby. If you don't have a Hobby Lobby near you, I do know that this is on their website. I did check before I created this video. I don't know what shipping would cost because I've never bought anything that shipped to me from Hobby Lobby, so it might be a little bit more than the $9.99 in-store price. But even if it is, I still think it's worth it. This thing is pretty awesome. It's going to be so helpful to not have to get on my old hands and knees on the floor and look for parts anymore. That is the worst thing to do in any of my hobbies. So guys, with that being said, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this little piece of mat here. I think it's pretty awesome. Yet again, I said that a million times because I do that, I guess. Leave a comment below. Let me know. With that, guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me. God bless and take care, everyone.